And with Game & Watch in particular, he just dies so early that I think this is I would probably say this is a Game & Watch favorite, right? You have the reflector. So much of what Mega Man does is projectile based.
That's in theory, right? Because you don't want to whip out Oil Panic at any given moment because it is punishable. If you drop Oil Panic, like Mega Man has plenty of options to just like and punish from a range, and there's no reason that. And also, I think there's not everything that Mega Man throws can be reflected by Oil Panic or absorbed. Definitely not any. The only thing I think that can be absorbed is probably Forward Smash.
Forward Smash is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think it's the plasma base or whatever it is.
Right.
But that's a good point. It really functions as a reflector primarily, but I'm curious to see how Endothia handles that.
Yeah.
And here we are getting into Game 1, classic PS2. So starting off a little bit differently. We actually hadn't had any PS2 last set, so now we're home.
Now we're home. PS2, people say makes the best games. I disagree. I think Small Battlefield makes the best games, but PS2 is just the classic, like, OG stage.
Yeah, if Small Battlefield was in the game at the beginning of Ults, we would probably feel like that, right? But since it was added later, I think it's just a comfort pick, right? That makes sense.
You are 100% right. By the way, this is like a Game & Watch favorite matchup. Pretty much all Mega Man players think that this is at least a -1. But Peabnut also just has so much experience against so many players.
Exactly. Just has been a top player for such a long time, and again has experience against Game & Watch of all levels. I always love the side B that he does. Right, almost sets up for that down air, which is also an absurd move. I want to say it might be +2 on block on shield that down air or something along those lines. So I love seeing how he's going to use that here. And there from that down B, right, or down air rather.
Yeah, reflecting the up airs. That's a big thing, is that you don't get juggled very easily.
Exactly. That's I think that's always a big part of being good against Mega Man. A lot of them have that reflector, particularly and how it deals with up air against Game & Watch.
Oh, the Forward Smash does come out, catches the air dodge in. Endothia picking a lazy option there and Peabnut punishing.
Endothia does seem to know how to not deal. So you always see Peab, he'll do the side B on the Angel Plat, and if you drop down at your normal timing, you get stuck immediately, even though you're in invincibility. If you wait just a second longer, that's how you're going to be able to just not deal with it. If you're on the Angel Plat still. So Endothia did go ahead and wait a slight second longer to make sure he didn't have to deal with that situation right off the jump of a new stock.
You can see Peab playing on the platforms, trying to bait Endothia into coming up high, and Endothia says, I am not afraid to do that. It actually kills with the Nair to even up the stocks. Yeah,
it's not the way you usually see, Game & Watch killing. It's usually going to be, off the side as edge guard or some kind of, smash attack shenanigans that this character might have. Really cool to get that fair into the back air combo there.
Yeah, the platform play does work out as long as Endothia is not directly underneath you. You can kind of bait Endothia to come in with like a Nair, and then you can fall back in forward air or back air as Mega Man to catch it. That kind of 45-degree angle is ideally where Peabnut wants to be at any given time, or on the ground and not getting reflected. That's pretty much like the two ranges that he wants to play out. But if you've got Game & Watch directly beneath you at any given time, it's not good. You can't juggle him, so directly above isn't great, but he hits him straight up with the chair, and Endothia's got the stock lead.
Yeah, and that was a really good sequence there for Endothia, but he dies off the top.
Wow.
He might have jumped out of that. Something might have happened there he should not be dying at 76 to that up there.
That's rough.
Here we go, Game & Watch bread and butters, getting those nairs. But also an interesting option is being able to do that up B with Mega Man to kind of mix up how you're falling, right? Just kind of get out of some bad situations that other characters might not be able to.
Running around with a Metal Blade in hand, threatening at any moment, just kind of tosses it out there, and Endothia says, I also can play on the platforms.
Yeah, hits with the F-tilt, right, to deal with the jump.
Chef coming out. I love the Leaf Shield landing options, just kind of catching Endothia. I think it will actually catch fire out of shield.
And that is a tough part of this matchup as well. You see,
whoa, what?
Great forward air.
That was just the bomb from the forward air. That was crazy.
One thing that we are seeing, right, that down air for Mega Man, usually such a good tool to come down with or to deal with someone below you, but that Nair is out for so long for Game & Watch that it just clanks with the down air. So it can be a little bit tough, at times for Mega Man to get down from above. Again, Game & Watch is the best character in the game at juggling, right? And so having difficulty there is not new, but that's definitely a part of why this matchup is a little bit difficult.
Endothia's got the game advantage. How are we going to transition that? The stage selected is Battlefield. Provides a little bit more safety for Peabnut to recover from the juggles. Getting to that top platform and being able to shield is or even roll is like a fantastic option. Again, these landing with Leaf Shield is so good because I have to imagine the reason that he's doing it is because it will catch up B out of shield from Game & Watch, and that's an option that Game & Watches are conditioned to go for anytime somebody's landing on their shield.
Yeah, Leaf Shield, and the Leaf Shield tech that Peab does as well.
There it is.
Even
Yeah.
the parry,
the
right?
parry didn't even catch it. There juggles. This Battlefield does actually enable Game & Watch in a lot of ways too. The safety that it does provide Peabnut also comes with the double-edged sword.
Exactly. I'm so surprised that grab did not connect there. It was probably right outside of the range. We do see some I guess also the pellets can absorb as well.
Yeah.
Like. But that's not really that scary. If you get hit by the oil panic, you're
It's like
fine.
20%.
Yeah, you'll be okay. So yeah, but Endothia playing a really solid game. Seeing these, the up Bs and these forward airs, just controlling the space in front of him, making it difficult for Peab to be able to find any way in.
Yeah, the first up B out of shield that connects is because Peabnut wanted to land with fair. Figured I've conditioned Endothia enough to not do it, and Endothia said, no, I am a Game & Watch player.
Exactly. We're still doing it.
It's in our blood.
I would choose it because it is strong. It is that simple sometimes.
I like using the Metal Blade. Now that Endothia is kind of playing back with Oil Panic ready for the pellets, you have all the freedom in the world to pull out Metal Blade that you want to, but you also still get reflected.
Exactly. But also, I have been noticing he's delaying when he's throwing the Metal Blade a little bit to kind of deal with, here's when you're going to stop doing the Oil Panic, and he's actually caught him a few times with it, just for some damage here and there. Does cross up, so misses the grab.
It's a much slower paced game. Let's see if we make it to 2 minutes without anybody losing their stock. And no, we do not. The
So
down
close.
smash catches the air dodge. Mega Man's got that short air dodge.
Exactly. Again, a stock lead here for Endothia. Again, he's 0-5 on Peab so far in their kind of competitive cruise against each other. So it'll be interesting to see if he can take a 2-game lead. That's a huge advantage, but as we saw just before with Cosmos and Regalo, it's not guaranteed, right? The reverse 3-0 still does happen, so.
Trying to go for juggles here, but you cannot juggle the Game & Watch. Up smash is a great option, and it's very interesting. Dash up smash will catch if Endothia decides to go for like a nair out of shield or something like that, because of there is some invulnerability on the upper portion of Mega Man's body.
Yeah, now he's just able to punish that air dodge as well, and just kind of covering a few different options there. There we are seeing, that Metal Blade getting reflected right there. I love the throw down, like the downward angle, Metal Blade toss.
Yeah.
Because he realized he was going to be going like, and so close to getting that up tilt. That might have killed him in the flat. That move is absurd sometimes.
Yeah, Endothia is kind of panicking a little bit. You see some of these defensive options like roll in from ledge coming out, just kind of throwing out Oil Panic at any given moment, and Peabnut is snuffing it out. The conditioning game is just too good when you're a top player.
Exactly, and I think that's...
Oil Panic is available now.
Yeah, so we'll see how he's able to utilize that, and if he's able to get a kill.
Oh, I guess he might have tossed it.
At least maybe didn't see it.
Got interrupted possibly.
Oh, I'm surprised that the fair missed there. Yeah.
I guess the bucket doesn't have a hurt box.
Really, almost anything at this point is going to kill Game & Watch. Be interesting to see how he gets out of this disadvantage state.
Yeah.
Again, the nair off the top.
Yeah, I guess Peabnut is kind of expecting like another up air to come out, but Endothia, again, not afraid to go high and saying, if you pick Battlefield, I'm going to make you regret it.
Exactly. But, sometimes you live by the nair, you die by it as well. So you see that nair off the ledge, getting immediately punished by the up smash from Peabnut. This Leaf Shield, such a good move.
Juggling perfectly because you caught Game & Watch in the air with the jumps, the double jumps. Peabnut knows this character inside and out.
Absolutely. There's nobody in the world who knows this character even close to as well as Peab does.
Wow, catches with the down smash. Obviously low percentage on Mega Man, so that F smash isn't going to kill. Up smash, again, such a great option here. It also racks up just a ton of damage, so it's not a bad move to go for.
I love it there because even though the dash attack crushed up, the up smash still picks up from both sides. So really smart decision there from Peab.
Endothia playing grounded here, staying, just sharking right underneath Peabnut. But the second that you over-aggress and you go for a double jump, now Peabnut has stage position, and it's much harder for Game & Watch to get back down to the ground. It's just so slow and floaty. I mean, it does find it on a little bit of a timing mix-up there, but Peabnut's still got stage.
Very slow pace. Both characters, players playing really patiently, playing their game. You know, we're at under 2 minutes here, but we are almost at the end of this game. We're just
Good dash.
I like the mix up there. Not going to ledge. We're just gonna jump up. We're gonna hit you with the pellet.
Endothia's playing way too disciplined, I think, right now, right? I'm afraid that you're going to lose this game because you're both at last stock, last hit, but you've had plenty of options to approach and deal with Peabnut's options that just like running up with shield, I feel like you have better choices. Leaf shield is going to put Endothia on the back foot again.
See how this ledge trap goes. Able to just go ahead and get back to center stage. Keep going up to that top platform. Yeah, I was looking for that nair as well to see if we can get another stock off of that.
Oh, Peep wants the up smash out of shield though, but Endothia is not giving it. Not naring, crossing up at all, no worries. Again, just playing so disciplined, and actually it works out with the fair. Finds it on the platform, and Endothia is up 2 games to 0 for maybe the first time in their career against Peabnut.
Yeah, I think you're likely right. Really patient play. Like you were saying, right? We're playing our game. We're just spacing with that fair, just covering that space in front. And that's really what ended up getting that win there. Yeah. Pete ended up going to that top platform, kind of abandoning center stage. I think I kind of put him in a bad position where he was then susceptible to potentially getting that floor there.
So let's get rid of it. No more top platform. We're going to small battlefield. I think this was the right choice to start with. Again, the safety that you get from having that top platform to come down from a jungle does not seem to be serving you as much because Endothia. Oh my God! He just gets the 9.
Gets the 9. That's the Endothia special. You know he's gonna hit it.
You cannot be so calm about this. I'm upset that you're just like, oh yeah, it's just the Endothia special.
I've seen it before. I'm sorry. Look, it's just how it goes. I know he's gonna go for it.
That's fair.
So that's huge. Just a huge lead off the jump, right off of just I think it was a grab or maybe a nair, right? That's the wild thing about this character. So
what a statement it would say too, though, right? To go 3-0 in your first win against Peabnut.
Exactly. So we'll see. But again, Peab is one of the most adaptable players I've ever seen. So I'm never counting him out.
Wow. Adaptable is right. He's going for options. He's not going for better or for worse.
Exactly. Down till almost that was a dead game to watch if it did. So you got to respect it sometimes. Yeah, we're seeing more of this dare coming out on. Maybe that's also a product of not having that top plat, being able to maneuver a bit easier.
I love the leaf shield dash back grab the metal blade. Endothia was expecting the overcommit. But Peeb's, this is difficult, right? In Mega Man, you'd like to have an advantage and then force your opponent in. Right. But now Peeb has to find the openings. Endothia is getting a little bit impatient, did not need to go for that, and Peabnut just straight punishes. Yes, it's annoying to play against Mega Man with pellets and Metal Blade, but you have no pressure on you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, just dash attacking in neutral, it's not going to work out in that situation.
It's so impatient. Again, just running up with the dash attack. Endothia wants to close this out. He just wants to end this right now. He's got all of the energy, all the adrenaline on his side right now from being up 2 games and says, I got the incredible first stock. Let's keep the momentum rolling. Peabnut says, no, we're going to slow this down. And you can either adapt or you can lose.
That time a little late on the up smash, or maybe it was the late hit of dash attack.
It was a late hit of dash attack.
So it didn't end up actually punishing.
Get up attack is punished by forward air. Again, too aggressive of an option there from Peabnut, and Endothia is just playing, I guess, disciplined when it comes to ledge trapping and aggressive when it comes to neutral. It's a very mixed up type of game plan that he hasn't gone for earlier, and maybe that's in and of itself going to work out.
Maybe, and here we're getting the advantage state. This is a tough position to be in, right? Down a full stock. The patience again, but then that dash attack there to see if you punish the pellet or something along those lines. Coming back up with the back air, so coming back aggressively, not wanting to deal with the ledge trap, right? You lost your last stock to it. We're just gonna go past it.
Oh, that
really
was
great patience.
Play.
That was fantastic by Pete, right? No, he's gonna try to oil panic, right, and reflect that up air. I'm just wait for a little bit.
Endothia is just a couple of interactions away from closing out the set in a monumental upset win. not only for their career, but for the tournament. And Peabnut doesn't want it to happen. He's going for some of these Metal Blade combos into the down air, but now it's scrambled, neutral, reset, and the scramble is not where you want to be against Game & Watch. Although Endothia is on the back foot again, Peabnut finds a great grab.
Oh, not the sweet spot.
Oh my goodness. Threw the game right out the window. Too many dash attacks, too many over-aggressive openings, and you just can't let Peabnut get the pacing that he wants. You've got to keep momentum on your side. That doesn't necessarily mean playing aggressive. It doesn't necessarily mean always going in.
Right.
It means understanding when Peabnut actually isn't pressuring anything at all with the Metal Blades and the pellets. Nothing is happening when he's on the other side of the stage, a stock down, tossing stuff at you. Maybe you get hit by 2 or 3% at a time, but he's still got to close out the stock somehow. You can slow down the pace of the game to time it out if you have to, but I don't know. I think that he just needs to understand that Peabnut is not the controller of the game, no matter if he's winning or losing.
Agreed. Yeah, you're in the driver's seat with Game & Watch. You control, really everything here potentially. I love the up smash.
Right off the jump with the fair, which is very interesting.
That was very cool. Yeah, this is a. I feel like the momentum is shifting here, right? You had at first, you think about. I think about what being a top player is like, right? In terms of. You lost that stock off of nothing right at the beginning of last game, and you bring it back.
Yeah.
The momentum shifted right by winning that game. Now Endothia's thinking, man, like I took the stock off of nothing and I lost the game. Like, am I able to do this? Am I able to close out this set? But this is where he's going to see. Do you have the mental? Do you have the ability to win, even though you have that game 3 that probably should have been yours? So I'm excited to see how he handles this game. And so far, he's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Endothia's first stage pick of the match is Hollow Bastion. I'm assuming that I'm trying to think about what you would ban out here as Peabnut. Probably some of these flatter stages where you don't have like a good way to do some movement mix-ups with the platforms, and everything that you can do can get oil panic reflected. And so leaving that center platform available, it can be good if you can keep advantage. You get to kind of plank under there as you need to. Endothia can't even get to the point where it matters.
Oh, interesting.
It's not strong enough. Oil Panic just isn't strong enough to break the shield there. And Peabnut knew that, so he wasn't afraid of the fact that Oil Panic was full.
He just hold that shield.
Yeah. Closes out the first stock. Peabnut's got the advantage again. Endothia's got to figure out what the magic sauce was for the last game and to not let it run out.
Good reaction to that up B.
Dash attack action. Going for the fair ledge, trying to catch him before he grabbed the ledge, but unfortunately what that means is that Peabnut gets to recover and gets to pace the game again for himself. This is looking really difficult for Endothia.
Yeah, I just love the pace that Peabnut's playing at, right? That's the adaptability coming in of a top player, just figuring out the rhythm of the opponent, figuring out what does Endothia want, why am I losing these certain situations, and then adapting to meet that new, the new meta of this set, right? What's happening here?
And this is Peabnut's favorite place to be. A stock up, and you get to know that Endothia wants to get on you. All you have to do is just kite.
Exactly. Play patient, throw out the leaf shields, you get 20% here and there, it builds up.
Endothia finds a little bit of pressure here and runs up a little bit further than what a normal tether range would have been for Peabnut. Finds the chair.
Great getting that last hit of Nair to start something here, start an advantage state.
Good read on the roll there. A lot of dancing. A little bit of a scramble, but Leaf Shield does not catch the fire after it's already initiated its first and second hits. Getting back to stage with the down air very quickly, and Endothia still maintaining the stage position, but using the fire right there, trying to catch the falling Peabnut was not the move. However, Peabnut is not able to get back to stage from it, and they've reset neutral a little bit.
Ooh, that's really scary.
Fishing! Up smash hits the shield, but actually catches the down to kill off the top.
Yeah, no, don't need a berry. At that point, you're just able to get that kill, and here we are, last stock. Again, this is a chance, right? Where you have Peab above you. This is what you want as Game & Watch player. Get the up air, and here we're really even. After a game that started off really in Peabnut's favor, kind of adaptation back and forth.
Yeah, Endothia has started to read all of Peabnut's movement options, understanding that Peabnut is enjoying this tether, is enjoying this kite, and is just moving a little bit further than Peabnut would roll out, moving a little bit further than Peabnut would fall off the platform, and catching at every moment. Finally, keeping all of the stage advantage possible. Peabnut struggling to get back and is tossing out moves. Endothia finally gets hit by one, and we've reset a little bit now. Peabnut wants to keep the momentum in his favor, but Endothia wants to force aggress without overly doing so.
After what seemed like forever, able to get the ledge trump. It seemed like he was in disadvantage for such a long time, up there from Game & Watch. But he stays calm. He sticks to the game plan. He's able to introduce that new that option he hasn't done yet. He hasn't gone for that ledge trump, and he's able to get the kill off of it.
Unfortunate. Endothia was able to bring that back around a little bit, which was all that you could have ever wanted to see. But then Peabnut slowed the pace down to his own pacing, and then the second that he had stage again, up the momentum to where Endothia wasn't ready for it. He closed it out.
Here we are back home, back to PS2. So really two amazing sets to start off with here. On the verge of a potential 3-0 or reverse 3-0 again. This is awesome either way, right? We either get an upset or we get the reverse 3-0 back from Peep here.
What a strikingly different stage selection from Endothia's first choice Apollo Bastion, saying that I'd like to have a little bit more space on the ground, but sacrificing a lot of that capability in the center. So
right.
I think that what Endothia is really doing here is putting a lot more stock in neutral than advantage, and I think that's fair. I think that's an okay thing to do when you have options to deal with Mega Man in neutral. But Peabnut is probably also very happy to have a lot of room to work with.
Exactly, yeah. Mixing up that movement, mixing up that when you're doing the leaf shields, when you're pulling the blade. There's a lot of different options for Mega Man here. And that side B helping just jump off. Peeb knows that that's going to explode, and you're just able to get back to stage really for free. Bit of interesting, with the gravity and the following of the down air and how it interacts with the Mega Man up air as well.
Another Game 5 situation. That's how you know we're having a hype tournament right now. Closest match these two have played in some time. And Endothia is trying to wall out Peabnut, but Peabnut just is not afraid to approach with the fair.
And Peeb, any event in the Carolinas, he is one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to win. So any kind of loss in round one of top 32 would be monumental.
Oof, actually finding the fair quick cancel onto the platform is going to hit Peabnut and afford Endothia some stage, but Peabnut just double rolls back in, has center a little bit now too, and is able to get Endothia off stage.
Just a really great confirm there off of the metal blade to get that back air.
Can't roll in on Mega Man, even off the forward smash. The pellets just come out too fast, and the back air is going to give Peabnut the first stock. Although Endothia is close to follow, 157%, just about anything will kill.
Yeah, any that the fair would have killed, that jab connects, that's also a dead Mega Man. Really the key here for Endothia, you do not want to be taking damage here. You want to kind of not let any extra credit be accrued. We're getting to that point where we're seeing if he can take that stock. Yeah, fire's not going to kill off the top of this yet.
Tries to hit him with the chair again, but actually baits out the get-up attack, and down tilt is just too strong. That would have killed 50% earlier.
Wow, almost get the shield break. One more up air, that was a broken shield, and probably the Game & Watch.
Yeah, probably shield pokes a little bit before that, since it's from underneath as well.
That's fair.
Can't find the grab. Endothia wants to, again, keep the pacing on his terms. Finds the opening there, and this might be what he wanted. But Peabnut just, again, new trouble landing on such a big stage.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, that's the difference between this and Hollow, is that Hollow, that center platform really causes an issue. But it's just not been the case here. Able to mix up if you're going to platform, if you're going to the center stage.
Yep, that's what we mean by putting more stock in neutral. Endothia must be happy resetting and finding new interactions every 5 seconds to go to a stage this long. Must not as much prefer the advantage state, and understandably so, because Peabnut is finding crazy confirms the second that he finds an opening, closing out another stock, and Endothia is on his last winner's side stock here.
Just an amazing confirm off the leaf shield into the blade, into the up tilt. I said earlier it was going to come out at some point, and it's kind of coming out when it matters the most.
Peabnut used another up smash there. Again, an option that he just has not been using in the last game or two. Brought back around, using the full breadth of Mega Man's kit to keep Endothia guessing, and guessing wrong.
Exactly. Again, top player, you know, okay, it wasn't working for those first few games. We'll take a step back from it. And there, the up air, almost killing. But
we've seen so many nair kills off the top.
I know. I thought it happened. I was like, oh, there's another one. But I think another up air, or another nair above platform height will kill at this point. But we'll try to be the back air instead. Last stop, game 5 against Peab, the longtime South Carolina champion versus Endothia, one of the new guard in North Carolina. This would be the first time he ever would have beaten Peab if he was able to make it happen. But Peab is in the driver's seat, and let's see if he's able to make it back on the stage. He does, just holding center stage for Peab here, respecting, you know, the get up options for Game & Watch as well.
Endothia over-aggresses, actually does find a nair, picks up the metal blade and finds a little bit of an advantage. Doesn't quite get the grab, and Peabnut is just dancing around. Finds another up tilt. No sweet spot. Not going to kill. Game & Watch at 114%. A lot of things will kill. This is a big stage, so fair. Oh, the DI check is not the way you want to lose it.
That hurts.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
That really is.